So a few weeks ago, Sephora had their annual sale that gave members a discount off. I am a VIB Rouge, so I was able to get 20% off during this sale. So if you're interested in seeing what I picked up, then just keep watching. So I don't know about y'all, but I felt like the sale was a bit hard to shop this year. Not because they didn't have good stuff, but I felt like they kept selling out on things. They were restocking some things, but I felt like the restocks were taking a long time and I had to keep like checking on there every day to see if my item was back in stock. So I was able to get pretty much what I wanted though, so let's get into what I have. I'm gonna start out with my beauty stuff. I do have some fragrances, of course, but I'm gonna start out with my non-fragrance stuff and then I'll do all the fragrances at the end because I have quite a few to show y'all. So let's get into the beauty. So the first thing that I have here is a facial cleanser, and I've actually used this before. I had a sample of it, like 2 samples of it, and really liked it. So I went ahead and purchased a full size. This is from Drunk Elephant. This is the Bestie No. 9 Jelly Cleanser, and I like this for doing my cleanse at night. I typically use a cleansing balm and then I'll go on with the actual cleanser. So this is gonna be my actual cleanser for nighttime. Previously, I was using the Youth to the People cleanser for that, but I honestly wasn't super impressed with that. So I decided to pick this one up now because I'm out of that Youth to the People one. So I'll show you guys what it looks like. So it comes in this type of bottle. They used to have like a little twist up, but I guess a lot of people complained about that. So now it's just a regular flip top. So if that old packaging bothered you, it's in a new packaging now. And I really like this cleanser. I just feel like it helps to get every speck of makeup off my face. I also ended up picking up these Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. This is like a gift set that they have. I've actually already started using one of these in here, but I repackaged it for the purpose of this video. But yeah, this is my favorite sleep mask. So I knew I was gonna re-up during the sale. And when I saw this gift set where I could try a couple different flavors or scents, then I figured this would be a nice time to go ahead and get a new one. Also on a whim, I decided to pick up this gloss from the Sephora brand, and this is called the Clean Glossy Lip Oil. I went into the store to pick up those first 2 items, and while I was in there, I saw these and decided to try it out. And I like that it comes on a little wand, so like a lip gloss wand, but it is a lip oil. So these are tinted. They're kind of, if you've ever tried the NARS lip oils, it's kind of similar to that, but it's creamier. So this is almost between like a gloss and an oil. So it's still very thin like an oil, but it's not as liquid as an oil, if that makes sense. So I do really like this one. I don't know that I need another color just because I feel like all the colors are going to be pretty sheer, but I do really like the one that I have, and it feels really moisturizing on my lips. The next item that I have, I actually ended up picking up 2 of. These have been on my loves list for Sephora for so long. And so I always look through my loves list and just make sure there's nothing I need to order during the sale. And I saw these on here. They were on clearance for $8. And then you also got the discount on top of it. So I went ahead and just picked up 2 of them. These are from Kat Von D, or what's now called KVD Beauty. But they are the Powder Highlight Brush. And so I think the reason these were on clearance is because they have the Kat Von D branding on them. I don't know if you guys know, but now they've switched over to just being KVD Beauty. So now when you look on the website, these are back at full price. So I'm glad I went ahead and picked them up now. But I just really like the shape of these. I've heard good things about these brushes. And so I'm thinking I'll either use this for setting my under eye concealer or as a highlighter brush. And like I said, because they were so cheap, I picked up 2 of them. Now the next item, I actually used my points to get, but I figured I would share them anyway, just in case you guys are interested. This is from Drunk Elephant, and this is the Makeup Melting Butter Cleanser. So these were 100-point perks, and in 2 separate orders, I got 2 of them. Because I have been really wanting to try this, and I feel like this is a really decent size for a cleansing balm. Yeah, so it doesn't really smell like anything. It just kind of smells like oil. So I'm excited to try this out. I'll have to let you guys know what I think and if I end up buying a full-size bottle of it. So that's it for my beauty items. Everything else I have here is fragrance. So let's get into it. So first up is one item that I was able to snag from Kilian, and this is the Discovery set. Yes, the Discovery set. So it comes in this box, and it comes with a travel atomizer, which I really like Kilian's travel atomizers. And then it comes with 8 different sprays. So these are 8 different fragrances in here. Some of them I already own as far as a travel spray or full bottle, but most of them I do not, and it just has some scents in there that I really wanted to try. So inside is Bamboo Harmony, Moonlight in Heaven, Good Girl Gone Bad, Love Don't Be Shy, Rolling in Love, Straight to Heaven, and Black Phantom, and Intoxicated. So I'm excited to finally get a chance to play around with these now. I've been holding off on using them just because I wanted to share them in this video, but I'm super excited to play around with this. Even if you were not able to get this during the sale, I think this is an excellent deal. This retails for $195. However, generally what you would get with the Kilian travel spray would be the atomizer and just 4 refills. So 4 of these for $195. So basically you're getting double the product for the same price. So I feel like if you're looking to try a bunch of Kilians and you like a lot of the ones that are in here, that this will be a good deal, because even if you end up not liking one of these travel sprays, you can always probably sell it on Mercari for like a decent amount. So I felt like this was just a really good deal. So I'm happy I was able to pick this up. Also from Kilian, I did pick up Angel Share. However, I was not able to get this on sale, but I still ordered it from Sephora because I had a credit with them. So I just felt like it made more sense for me to order it from there where I had my credit, as opposed to spending the money elsewhere. So I did want to quickly just show y'all this. I'm not going to talk about this because I'm actually in the midst of testing this for one of my love, like, or let down videos that I do, like first impressions. So keep an eye out for that. But yeah, this is Angel Share from Kilian. The next fragrance I have is one from a brand that I have never tried before, and the brand name is Berdual. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but I'm sorry guys. But this is called Hoja de Cuba, and this is part of the collection Grand Cruise. So this is what the box looks like, and this is supposed to smell like tobacco, like tobacco fields in Cuba, if I remember correctly. So yes, I was correct. On the box it does say it's supposed to smell like the sweet scent of Cuba's tobacco fields. So I have sprayed this on my hand. I haven't fully worn it though, but so far so good. I do really like it. It is a sweet tobacco, so it's not smoky. It smells more like fresh tobacco, or even like chewing tobacco, if you've ever smelled that. But I don't condone the use of tobacco, guys. I just really like the smell of it. So I was excited to see this, and I'm glad to have a new brand in my collection. So I have to fill you guys in later on, you know, what I think about this fragrance and if it's worth the money. But if it does end up being like long lasting and good projection and everything like that, I think it's a pretty good deal, because this is a niche fragrance and it's $88 for 3.38 fluid ounces. So I think that is a pretty good price for a niche fragrance, and I've never heard anybody talk about this. When I saw it on Sephora's website, I did kind of Google it and try to find some information, but honestly, not many people are talking about this. So hopefully it's one that ends up working out well for me. Next up is a fragrance that I put on my wish list when I first heard this was coming out, and then I kind of forgot about it. I don't know if that happens to you all, but my wish list is so long that things get skipped over. It's in no particular order, and you know, yeah, I kind of forget about stuff on there sometimes. So this is from a Joe Malone, and this is one of the newer fragrances, but it's been out probably about 6 months, honestly. So the fragrance that I picked up is Vetiver and Golden Vanilla. This is from their Cologne Intense line, which is like the stronger version of Joe Malone colognes. And I have to say, this is a very different take on vanilla. So when most people think about vanilla, they think about like sweet, gourmand vanilla, maybe even spicy, but this one is very aromatic as well. So the vetiver really stands out in this fragrance, probably more so than the vanilla. So I think it's very unique. I've never tried this on my skin, but just on the paper, it smells very unique. This is my second time spraying it on paper, and I'm still really liking the way that it smells. It's very different than anything I have in my collection. So I'm excited to get around to actually putting this on my skin and seeing, you know, what I think of it. But right now it just seems very unique. And then the last fragrance that I have is probably a surprise for most of you, because I have gotten a sample of this and I told y'all that I didn't really see the hype in it. But let me tell you, I had about 2 samples of this, and like I said, I never really saw the hype in it. But one day I sprayed it on my hand and let it sit, let it do its magic, and I fell in love, y'all. I fell in love. I ended up using up the rest of my sample and decided to go ahead and pick it up. And that is none other than YSL Libre. I'm trying to remember how they pronounce it on the commercial. I think it's Libre, but we're just gonna call it Libre because that feels more right to me. So yeah, this is a gift set, and this box is absolutely gorgeous, y'all. It's like leopard print and it's raised texture. This is a really nice box. This is one that I'm probably gonna save. But I picked up the small bottle because y'all know I typically try to pick up a small bottle if there's one available, because I never make it through my fragrances. Is this sealed? So for some reason that box was extremely hard to open, but this is what it looks like. So this is the 1 ounce bottle, and then it also came with a travel spray. The reason that I ended up getting the gift set is because it was only $8 more than just the small bottle by itself, and that's before the discount. So yeah, this is a tiny little cute bottle. I love the bottle. I do really like the look of the large bottle, but you know, when am I going to use that up? So I know that everybody has probably smelled this by now, but it is a lavender vanilla, but this is definitely more lavender to me, in my opinion, than vanilla. So it's very like aromatic, fresh, but it still has that vanilla in the background that kind of keeps it more like comforting. Whenever I think about a lavender vanilla fragrance, I automatically think of Mon Guerlain. This to me is not like Mon Guerlain. Mon Guerlain is more of a comforting vanilla lavender, and this to me is more of a lavender with some vanilla in the background, if that makes sense. So they are completely different fragrances. So if you have Mon Guerlain, don't think that this is a dupe of that. It is not. So I would suggest smelling this, and I would definitely suggest not just smelling it, but trying it on your skin, because like I said, every time I smelled it out of the bottle or out of a sample vial without actually wearing it, I was unimpressed. But when I actually wore it, and I only was able to wear it like twice for my sample, but when I actually wore it, I actually did really like it. So I'm excited to finally have this in my collection. And I know they have a new intense version, and I did smell that in Sephora, but honestly, I smelled too many fragrances that day, so I'm not really sure what I thought about it. So I'm super excited to go ahead and wear this. And yeah, and I also have the travel spray. So that is it for my Sephora haul. I feel like I spent a lot of money, even though it doesn't look like I have that many items here, because I really did buy a lot of fragrance. I felt I did spend a good amount of money, and this was all in like 4 orders, because like I said, they were always out of stock of stuff. So I'm kind of glad the Sephora sale is over. It was a bit stressful. Just kidding, it was fun. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you picked up from the sale, if you ended up getting the item that you really wanted the most, and we can talk about that in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.